Good evening, and thank you for joining us this evening for our City Council meeting. We'll go ahead and get started. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Bates.
Here.
Cheatham.
Here.
Lorick.
Here.
Mangum.
Here.
Nichols. Paulson.
Here.
Black.
Here. Thank you. If you would please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, after which, if you would remain standing for the invocation, which will be offered by Pastor John Robinson, representing Gate City Christian Church. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'm not seeing him here, so we will go ahead and have a moment of silence. Thank you. We'll move to agenda item number 3 is a consent agenda. The following business items may be approved by one motion and a vote. If any one member of the council so desires, any matter listed can be moved to a separate agenda item. A, minutes. Council may wish to waive the oral reading of the minutes and approve the minutes from the following meetings: Budget Development Meeting of June 10, 2025, Work Session Meeting of July 10, 2025, Special City Council Meetings of September 18 and October 2, 2025, and Special Joint City County PDA Meeting of October 2, 2025. B, Material Claims. Council may wish to approve the material claims for the period of October 1 through 15, 2025. C, Treasurer's Report. Council may wish to approve the Treasurer's Report for August 2025 showing cash and investments as of August 31, 2025. D, Animal Shelter Advisory Board Reappointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's reappointment of Cassandra Cole to continue serving as a member of the Animal Shelter Advisory Board. Cassandra's term will begin August 18, 2025 and will expire August 18, 2027. E, Golf Advisory Committee Appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Bailey Gucci to serve as a member of the Golf Advisory Committee, replacing Billy Satterfield, whose term expired, and Delroy Mark, representing the High River Men's Association. Each term will begin October 22, 2025, and expire October 28. F, Planning and Zoning Commission Appointment. Council may wish to confirm the mayor's appointment of Jessica Buckley to serve as a member of the Planning and Zoning Commission, replacing Eugene Bartu, whose term expired. Jessica's term will begin October 17, 2025, and expire October 17, 2029. G, Police Personnel Administrative Rules. Council may wish to approve proposed changes to the Pocatello Police Department Personnel Administrative Rules, PAR, P-A-R.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes?
I move that we approve the consent agenda items A through G as outlined in agenda item number 3.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Council President Lurick and a second by Councilmember Cheatham. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Lorick.
Yes.
Cheatham.
Yes.
Bates.
Yes.
Mangum.
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Thank you. We have agenda item 4 is proclamations. We have one proclamation. It is National Lead Poisoning Prevention Week, and it will be read by Councilmember Paulson.
Before I read it, back when childcare was still a thing, I learned from the health department that lead is sweet. So if you see kids licking pipes or walls, that could be a sign. So, whereas each year National Lead Poisoning Prevention Week brings together individuals, organizations, industry, and all levels of government, state, tribal, and local to increase awareness of lead poisoning and reduce childhood exposure. And whereas lead exposure in children can result from multiple sources and can cause irreversible and lifelong health effects, and whereas lead poisoning is entirely preventable, and the most effective way to protect children is to prevent exposure before it happens. And whereas Lead may be found where children live, play, and learn, including in paint, soil, consumer products, imported foods and medicines, and in certain occupations and hobbies. And whereas many homes in Pocatello were built before 1978, making it more likely they contain multiple layers of lead-based paint. And whereas the primary means of prevention is reducing or eliminating lead hazards in the environment before a child is exposed, while also choosing lead-free products and encouraging healthy lifestyles that include proper nutrition, exercise, and rest. And whereas secondary prevention includes blood lead testing, follow-up care, and referral to healthcare providers, as most children with elevated blood lead levels may not show obvious symptoms. And whereas the City of Pocatello, through its Lead Safe and Healthy Homes program, is committed to protecting children and families by providing free lead hazard reduction services, education, and outreach, and recognizes that ongoing awareness about the dangers of lead is essential to keeping our community safe. And now, therefore, I, Brian C. Bladd, Mayor of Pocatello, do hereby proclaim October 19th through the 25th, 2025 to be Lead Poisoning Prevention Week.
You had a lot of whereas.
Wendy wrote this, so.
Wendy had a lot
Blame
of
her.
whereas. Okay. Love to hear if it was from.
Thank you, Mayor, members of the council, for recognizing National Lead Poisoning Prevention Week. We like to do this recognition and outreach during this time to promote the city's Lead Safe and Healthy Homes program. We received a grant from HUD to conduct that work in qualifying homes. And as was noted in the proclamation, a lot of Pocatello's housing stock is quite old and has lead-based paint. So we'd encourage you to reach out to the planning department, reach out to Wendy Prather, see if your home qualifies for this program. We do have funding available. It helps us preserve our housing stock and creates a safe environment for folks to live in those homes, and especially for families with young children who are susceptible to this. So please reach out to the planning department, and thank you again for the recognition tonight.
Thank you, Christine. We will move to agenda item 5 is a calendar review. Council may wish to take this opportunity to inform other council members of upcoming meetings and events that should be called to their attention. On November 6, 5:30 p.m., City Council clarification meeting, 6 p.m., regular City Council meeting. November 13, 9 a.m., City Council work session. Other events, applications for the Pocatello Promise of Tomorrow Mayoral Scholarship for Students program are being accepted through November 14. Early voting at Bannock County Elections Office began October 14 and will continue through November 1st. Election Day is November 4. October 25, Idaho State University Homecoming Parade at 10 a.m. and game at 4 p.m. Zoo Idaho will be open on weekends only through October 26. We will move to agenda item 6 is a taxi cab license denial appeal. Gonzalez. I'm just gonna say George Gonzalez will be present to appeal the denial of a taxi driver's license, which was denied by Pocatello Police Department. George. Thank you. George, if you just state your name and for the people at home watching, and then
Hi,
we'll go from there.
yes, my name is Jorge Gonzalez, and I'm here to address you, the council, about my Pocatello taxi license denial. I feel that I have a chance of overturning this. I have done really good since, my drinking, which was the DUI that I had, the reason it was denied. I have been clean and sober for 7 years. I have not gone back, and I have not gotten in any trouble since. I have given you guys some paperwork showing that on my rider and some of the programs I completed when I was there, and their recommendations that kind of show that I have improved, and they saw, that I'm really trying, and, I have a 4-year-old boy now, and I have an opportunity to work with me, and I don't know, I'm just really nervous, but I feel that I deserve a chance to
You're
really
doing fine.
try.
You're okay. We get it.
I had this all prepared, right?
It's-
And then
believe
you
me,
get up
we-
here and it's
we
a
get
whole
nervous
different
when
ball
we-
game, but.
When we stand in front of other councils, we get nervous too, so you're
Oh, you
fine.
still get
Relax,
nervous.
yes.
Yeah, so I'm here to address that and ask if you guys would grant that and approve my application for taxi driver in the city of Pocatello.
Okay. Okay. We will have staff come up and do a presentation, then they may have a lot of questions for you.
Okay.
Okay? So if you want to just go ahead and sit down here, and then we'll go from there. And I apologize for your name, Jorge, that's my fault.
Good evening, Mayor, Council. Mallory Bascom, Pocatello Police Licensing. I denied Jorge Gonzalez's application for a taxi license in accordance with City Code 5.56.050 subsection E, which states that applicants must possess a criminal record free from conviction for any felony. Upon examining Mr. Gonzalez's criminal history, I found that on May 16, 2017, he was charged with felony driving under the influence through the Bannock County Sheriff's Office and convicted of that charge in September of 2018. While he was awaiting sentencing for that DUI, he received another charge for felony driving under the influence on April 21st, 2018 through the Pocatello Police Department, for which he was also convicted. Those 2 DUI convictions were felony level convictions because he had 2 previous convictions for misdemeanor driving under the influence. Mr. Gonzalez was sentenced for both felony DUI charges at the same time and was initially sentenced to 6 years in prison with 3 years fixed for the first and 5 years in prison with 3 years fixed for the second. Both of those prison sentences were suspended, and Mr. Gonzalez was ultimately given 4 years of probation starting on May 16, 2019, with a full-term probation release date of May 5, 2023. On July 23, 2021, he was fully released from his probation with a successful completion after his probation officer made a request for early release based on his behavior and adherence to his supervision requirements. It should be noted that when asked on his application if he had ever been convicted of, pled guilty to, or admitted to any violation of criminal law or had a withheld judgment for any crime committed or been incarcerated, Mr. Gonzalez did disclose his DUIs, and he has had no other convictions or charges since. I can now answer any questions you may have for me.
Council, any questions for Mallory? Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. Any questions for Jorge?
Yes.
Yes. Would you please step back up? Okay, council member.
Jorge, I appreciate you taking the time to be here. You haven't had any issues in 7 years, correct?
Correct.
So during probation, were there any classes or anything that you had to take for?
No, most of my there was a short program right after I was released, but after that, all my programming was already, I had already gone through the writer program for the rehabilitation, and it worked. I mean, it was life-changing for sure to go to prison for DUI, I never thought I would go to prison, and so it was definitely life-changing, and it's been 7 years since, and I haven't had any trouble with the law, and I know I didn't like being there, but it kind of did change me, It made me realize, my mistakes, and I own up to them, and, I'm trying to I'm changed, obviously, and I showed the probation department that too, but, getting released early, and, I put in all the effort, and I've been doing good.
So Jorge, on a personal level, I know you said you have a son now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What is it that keeps you from falling back into drinking and just, drinking in general, right?
And in general, My son mostly, and, it's, and like I said, the prison thing, it's like, I don't want to go back, because I know if I do drink or something, or get in trouble again, that's what I'm gonna be looking at, with having a felony already.
What do you currently do for employment?
Right now, I'm in between jobs, and that's why I need this job too. I was working at, I was working at Virginia Transformers, and there was a problem there with daycare. They wanted me to start at 5:30, and I couldn't. I did work with them for 6 months, and they all of a sudden decided that because I was showing up at 6:30, and it was okay with the boss, but I guess they got a new manager or something like that, and they're like, well, you need to adhere to this, so I kind of lost that job. And so I've been struggling in between, trying to fill in the gaps, and I have a good opportunity here.
Awesome. So have you lined up employment for this taxi, with the taxi company
Yes.
here in town? Okay, cool. All right, thank you.
Other questions? Council President Lurie?
Is this your future or potential future employer?
Yes,
So he's here to support you?
yes.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
thank you.
As the owner of Brian's Rest, yes, we are here to support him. After you guys have.
Mr. Mayor.
If you're gonna say anything, you gotta come all the way up here, and
Yes,
I don't know, did you ask for him to come up?
No, I just wanted to know if that's who
Yeah.
you were, but thank
Okay,
you.
you're good.
I appreciate that
You're
you're here
good.
to support.
Okay, did you have another one?
No, nothing.
Okay,
I-
yeah.
I was gonna ask him to come up if he was gonna.
Oh,
Oh, as I say,
Do you,
No, I'm good.
you're, okay,
okay.
all right. Any other questions, council? Okay, well, just a minute, let's see what the council will do. We'll discuss it and let's see what happens here.
thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes,
Jorge, I appreciate you taking the time to be here. I appreciate the effort to turn around your life and to make a positive impact. I believe that the things that you've done to improve your life, your son's going to look back on that as a testimony of resilience and a way for him to be able to say, I can do it if my dad can do it. I believe in second chances also. And but second chances don't come lightly. That being said, congratulations on fulfilling probation and being, rehabilitated. But please take this with all due sincerity and do us proud if everybody agrees with me. But I move that we would approve the taxi cab license for Jorge Gonzalez.
Second.
we have a motion by Councilmember Mangum and a second by Councilmember Cheatham. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Mangum,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Bates,
Yes.
Lorick,
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Jorge, if you would meet, and we'll get you straightened around. Thank you. Thank you for the applause. We are not looking for applause here. This is a business meeting. We're going to stay on business point. Thank you very much. That being said, we'll move to agenda item 7. Public hearing exchange of real property, 0.11 acres located adjacent to 841 West Bridger Street. This time has been set aside to hear council from comments, for council to hear comments from the public regarding a request for exchange of real property with John Brennan, located adjacent to 841 West Bridger Street. The 0.11 acre parcel of city-owned property was declared underutilized and as surplus property at the September 18, 2025 regular city council meeting. Council may wish to approve the land exchange pursuant to Idaho Code 50-1403(2) and authorize the mayor's signature and all pertinent documents subject to legal department review. I declare the public hearing open. Council, has there been any ex parte contact?
No, sir.
Nope, okay. Hannah?
Good evening, Mayor, Council, Hannah Sanger, Science and Environment Division Manager. So the city owns property on Willow Ave. We own property on the east side of the river, and John Brennan owns property on the west side of the river. And the property he owns, the city parks has mowed for probably decades and decades and decades. So this land swap would swap the property he owns that we maintain, which also includes part of a street as well, for property adjacent to his lot off of Bridger Street. Any questions?
Questions?
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward, but Councilmember Mangum.
I heard you say we maintain the property that he owns currently.
Yes.
Okay, so okay.
Yes, so we have been mowing for however long this property on the west side of the Portneuf River off of Willow Ave. It's a little green strip of land along the concrete channel. The previous landowner, I remember he came to me, he was like, Hannah, I don't know why the city mows this. And I said, I don't know why either. And so anyway, now we would own the property that we are maintaining. We gain more property than we give up.
We mow it because it's easier to just keep mowing instead of going around the corner and remowing some other
Yeah,
stuff.
there's good reasons for us having mowed it for years. And we also retain a greenway easement on the east side of the river. So a future greenway trail can be put in there, connecting, Raymond Park down to Memorial Park.
Sure. Any other questions for Hannah? Okay. Hannah, have we had any contact that we have not seen?
No.
Madam Clerk, have we had any correspondence in your office?
No correspondence.
Okay, thank you. Then I would look for any testimony supporting the application. Any testimony uncommitted to the application? Any testimony opposed to the application? I don't see any reason why you come back up, but if you'd like to, Hannah, I'd give you the opportunity. Okay, thank you then. With that, I declare the public hearing closed. Council, this item's before you. How do you wish to proceed?
Mr.
Mr.
Mayor?
Mayor.
I got a whole bunch of you, so, Council President, I heard you first.
Thank you. I move that we approve the exchange of real property as outlined in agenda item number 7. And is it in there? Authorize the mayor's signature on all pertinent documents, subject to legal department review.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by Council President Lyric and a second by Councilmember Cheatham. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Lorick,
Yes.
Cheatham,
Yes.
Bates,
Yes.
Mangum,
Yes.
Paulson.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. We'll move to agenda item 8, public hearing CDBG PY 2026 Annual Action Plan Needs Hearing and ICDBG Project Update. In accordance with the city's Citizen Participation Plan, this time has been set aside for council to hear comments from the citizens and receive community input on the Community Development Block Grant Program Year 2026 spending priorities. In addition, this hearing will provide an update on the Idaho CDBG Pocatello Parks for Resilience Project. Comments will be received at the hearing and included in the final annual action plan to be considered for council's approval at a future regular city council meeting. I declare the public hearing open.
Good evening, Mayor and members of the City Council. My name is Christine Howe, and I'm the Grants Manager for the Planning and Development Services Department. As a recipient of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development, or HUD funding, the City of Pocatello is required to adopt and implement a citizen participation plan that guides community engagement and outreach for these federal funds. In addition, the city was a recipient of Idaho CDBG or state CDBG funding through their CARES Act appropriation. And as part of that program process, we're required to provide an update on the project while it is underway. So tonight's hearing will conduct the needs hearing per our citizen participation plan and provide that project update. As noted, the ICDBG Pocatello Parks for Resiliency project is well underway. The project includes the construction of several ADA-compliant restrooms in community park areas that serve low to moderate income areas per the HUD guidelines. 2 single-stall ADA-compliant restrooms are under construction at Optimus and Tiedemann Park. 1 single-stall restroom is under construction at Lower Ross Park next to the Pleasureland Playground, and a vault toilet is being installed at Upper City Creek Trailhead. The 2 park facilities broke ground on October 7th and will be complete in mid to late November, and the Upper City Creek vault toilet is scheduled to be set in place later this month. Those projects are all funded by the ICDBG grant for a total of about $360,000. Additionally, as noted, the city holds this needs hearing to gather feedback and public comment related to the community needs, particularly as it relates to providing decent housing, a suitable living environment, and expanding economic opportunities for low and moderate income persons. The information gathered tonight at this hearing is then incorporated into the CDBG Annual Action Plan, and this Annual Action Plan is our strategic plan that seeks to achieve our goals developed in our 5-year consolidated plan as required by HUD. Our upcoming CDBG program year is PY 2026, which extends from April 1st, 2026 through March 31st, 2027. The public needs hearing today provides an opportunity for feedback from the community to help prioritize available HUD funding for housing, public services, public infrastructure, and public facility activities. In addition to this hearing, the city solicits applications from qualifying partnering agencies to administer the CDBG funding. We held a technical assistance meeting in September and have received statements of intent to apply from 11 local nonprofit agencies for housing, public services, and public facility activities. At this time, the federal budget for CDBG is unknown, but for the purposes of planning, we're estimating an annual entitlement of $367,000. Based on the initial statements of intent that we've received and the projected program needs, preliminary requests for funding total over $575,000. If federal funding levels remain consistent, not all requests will be accommodated. Staff works with the CDBG Advisory Committee to evaluate the projects and identify those that meet the highest priority needs benefiting the most residents. At the hearing tonight, members of the public are encouraged to give their input on housing and community development needs. This will then be considered as part of the scoring of the agency applications, as well as incorporated into the Program Year 26 Annual Action Plan and future plans or requests to HUD. The CDBG Advisory Committee will review and score the final applications for funding in November and in December, and then present a recommendation to the City Council in January. All comments received tonight will be collected and included in the plan. No additional action is needed. Thank you all for participating in the hearing tonight, and I am available to answer any questions.
Seeing none. Christine, have you received any correspondence that we have not seen?
We received 2 written comments that were given to the City Council, but no additional.
Okay. Madam Clerk, have we received any that the council has not seen?
Nothing further.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Then we would look for any testimony supporting the application.
Ruta Casabianca, and I am speaking in support of the Boys and Girls Club of Southeast Idaho. This will be we're in our 4th year of serving children in Syringa Elementary School and Indian Hills and community-wide, our 3rd year for the summer program, a 6-week summer program. We started in 21, started our programming in 22. We now serve about 107 children and the families. We try to keep the expenses for the families extremely low. It's about $30 per month during the school year. It costs us about $300 for this. It costs about $1,200 for the children to participate in our programs, although we only charge $300 for the year. Our children are they're from K through 5. They're from all economic backgrounds and socioeconomic backgrounds, although we do have an emphasis on serving the children that need us the most. So it's an after-school program from about 2 to 5 on Mondays and 3 to 6 Tuesdays through Friday. We do academics, we do STEM, we do physical activity, We do health and welfare and wellness, character and leadership development, social and emotional behavioral health, the arts and music, and we have implemented a mentoring program in recent history thanks to the Boys and Girls Clubs of America. The feedback we get from the teachers is that it really is helping these children, and we see a great change in their behavior, having been in these programs. One thing about Pocatello that I have noticed is that there are actually very few true prevention programs in this city. Most of the programs are reactive and having to do with children who already are troubled. An excellent program called the Assessment Center, but again, it is already kids who have shown that they need an assessment, they need some interference. So the Boys and Girls Clubs throughout the country have served in times.
Thank you very
Thank you.
much. Yep, thank you. Any others in support of the application?
Good evening, Mr. Mayor, Council. Mariah Mikowski, the Salvation Army. We're just here to say that we would like to benefit from this application because we are looking for funding for our winter day shelter, which is something that we feel is very vital to the city. We've done it for several years now, and it is always something that we have self-funded, and this year we are looking for additional funding so we can serve more, serve longer hours, serve more days of the week. Thank you.
Thank you. What a great program, so thank you very much. Any others in support of the application?
Hello, Mayor and Council. My name is Julie Neberker. I come from Housing Authority and Community Partnerships, which is HACP. Sorry. Our Executive Director, Jared Mangum, couldn't be here tonight, so he asked me to come and just tell you a little bit about what we're requesting. We have several properties which are low-income housing, and some of our properties have been seeing a lot more negative activity with crime, and one of our trees was cut down at one property, and some people have been using some of our signs as weapons, and we've had two trailers stolen and a number of criminal activities. So we're looking for a grant of $15,000 to help us to install cameras and surveillance equipment at 3 of the properties. One is, McKinley Manor and Maple West, and then 805 North Main. So we've gotten one bid, and it would be about $17,000. And so we do plan to, HACP plans to match with at least 10%. And anyway, so we're looking to detour that crime and hope for a safer neighborhood for there's 100 people in those 2 complexes right now. And so, any questions?
See none. Thank
Okay.
you.
All right, thank you.
Any others supporting the application?
I'm Terry Frederickson. I'm here on behalf of New Day Products and Resources. Also, my board president, Ray Rosen, is here with me as well. So very quickly, New Day Products and Resources currently provides services for people with disabilities. Just over 100 people right now are receiving services. And our services are employment experiences, employment education, employment experiences. What we've asked for the Community Development Block Grant is money to help offset a cost that is not reimbursable by any agency, state, federal, and that is someone walking off of the street, coming in and saying, I have a disability, either documented or undocumented, but I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go from here. So sometimes that's talking about trying to get them into the right program or trying to figure out if they have certain federal, whether federal or state funding that they could be able to tap into to receive services. Sometimes that's talking about hygiene or appropriate dress. It's very basic, but it's a service that we provide, and it really is grassroots. It starts in the middle. For example, we had a young man who his house burned down. His father passed away when the house burned down. So all of his documentations of disabilities went with that. So we literally had to start completely over with getting him in the right places to get those tests done to determine his disability. And once that was done, we were able to find the right program for him to be able to receive not only employment experiences, but also to receive assistance that he needed to help succeed in life, housing included. So it's a very viable program that we provide, and it's one there's absolutely zero funding for it. So us asking for this allows us to continue to provide that service to our community and to be able to have that service provided for those people that are in need of that service.
Thank you, Terry. Any others in support of the application? You've scooted over a chair at a time.
I wanted to make my walk shorter. Good evening, Mayor and City Council. I'm Amy Azizi, representing Pocatello Free Clinic, and we're here in support of the application. We have been around in Pocatello for over 54 years as one of the oldest free clinics in the country, which to me shows what our community in Pocatello has done to ensure the long-term stability of a free clinic. We last year alone saw over 1,300 individuals for medical and dental combined. We have seen a steady increase in that number, and as healthcare costs are continuing to rise, we project that need will only continue to grow. We are specifically asking for funds from CDBG to support our dental care program. Currently, right now, being able to operate as we are, we still have over 300 individuals within our community who are waiting to be seen at the free clinic, and we're still trying to work all of those individuals in. Dental care is extremely expensive with rising costs to all of our supplies and equipment, and then as well as needing to increase salaries to a living wage for our providers. We are only seeing the budget for supporting the dental program continue to grow, but we know it is a vital service to be able to provide, because if you're having tooth pain, it kind of stops all aspects of life. It's one of those really necessary basic needs. So we are requesting funds for our dental program at the Pocatello Free Clinic.
Super, thank you. You didn't even put a plug in for the rake a leaf,
Oh yeah,
rake
come
a
and rake
difference.
leaves with us. First weekends in
I
November.
figured you would do something like that. Any others in support of the application? Okay, any uncommitted to the application? Any opposed to the application? All right, then I declare the public hearing, oh, wait. Would you like to say anything, Christine? Any closing comments?
I'll just reiterate that all of these comments received tonight are incorporated into the plan and help inform the recommendation that the CDBG Advisory Committee will bring forward to council with the draft plan at the January meeting.
Super, thank you very much.
Mr.
And,
Mayor,
yes,
may I ask a question?
sure, Christine?
Of Maria.
Of Maria,
Yeah,
sure.
Mariah, I'm so
Mariah.
sorry.
You're okay.
Something that's of top concern to me is I don't know of anyone that's going to be operating a warming shelter overnight. Do you have any plans to
We
do
do
that?
not have plans currently.
Do you
for
know
that.
of anyone that is planning to do that?
We do not right now. We have some meetings set up next week to maybe get a better answer for that, but we don't know right now.
To answer your question, we meet together, Salvation Army's there, Carl Pettit from the Baptist Church or the Valley Mission is there in those meetings, and we've done this for 4 or 5 years, and that's a huge concern that we have, and so we're working on that. We'll continue to work on that. Typically, what we end up doing is fundraising money and trying to get money everywhere and anywhere we can. Salvation Army is just been incredible helping with that, getting money, and what we end up with is vouchers at a hotel that we can help put people in. The one thing that's important to note is we can give the voucher, we cannot take the people there. And so once they have a voucher, they have a warm place to go and stay. But once, if they don't use that, then that is what it is. But it's a big concern. We've already actually had a couple meetings about that, and we'll continue to have meetings. We did lose one spot that had an overnight location, and I know Valley Mission's doing everything they can to get a building open so that they can do some stuff. And so probably, I know Salvation Army has done a number of things to try to help people as well, but that's a concern that we have, and we will continue to have, but
Have you operated one in the past? Has the Salvation Army ever done a warming
Not
shelter?
in this location,
Not
as
at this
far as I
location.
know,
Okay.
yeah.
they've done warming shelters, but not a 24-hour warming
day
shelter.
shelter.
The day shelter, they have let people come in and stay warm, but unfortunately, they have to escort them out.
Yeah, and we specifically expand our hours during the colder months so that people can stay longer. But the insurance and the extra staff and the space that it takes to operate
Yeah.
overnight, we just don't have that right now, so.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
thank
okay,
you.
thank you. Okay, with that, I declare the public hearing closed. We will move to agenda item 9, Marathon Community Investment Program Sustainability Grants for Upper City Creek Trailhead Improvements. Council may wish to approve submission of a Marathon Petroleum grant application for Upper City Creek Trailhead Improvements in the amount of $30,000, and if awarded, authorize acceptance of the grant and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review. There's no required match. Yes.
Mr. Mayor, I would move that we approve the Marathon Community Investment Program Sustainability Grants for Upper City Creek Trailhead Improvements as outlined in Agenda Item 9.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by a very eager Councilmember Mangum and a second by Councilmember Cheatham. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 10, declaration of surplus property, sanitation department. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff and declare 4 refuge trucks as surplus property and authorize the trade-in of the vehicles as part of the remaining FY 2025 sanitation fleet procurement per the rate study, and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I would move to approve the declaration of surplus property for the sanitation department as outlined in Agenda Item 10, authorizing your signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Councilmember Mangum and a second by Councilmember Paulson. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Thank you. Agenda item 11, piggyback bid acceptance for Police Interceptors Police Department. Council may wish to accept the recommendations of staff and approve the piggyback bid for the State of Idaho contract via Mountain Home Auto Ranch for the purchase of 4 2026 pursuit-rated Ford Interceptor SUVs at $50,162.28 each for a total procurement cost of $200,659.12 and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I move that we approve the piggyback bid acceptance for police interceptors as outlined in agenda item number 11 and authorize the mayor's signature on all applicable documents subject to legal department review.
Second.
Thank you. We have a motion by Council President Lyric and a second by Councilmember Mangum.
Mr. Mayor, before we vote, can I hear from a representative from the,
Captain Dillon would love to come up and talk. He was hoping all day long somebody would call him up. He's been fit to be tied over there on the other side of the city hall trying to,
boy,
he's excited to say something.
we'd hate to disappoint.
Certainly. Mayor, council members, Captain Dillon, Pocatello Police Department.
Captain Dillon, thank you so much. With these 4 interceptors that are being procured, is there a shortfall in vehicles for the police department?
Currently, we have enough vehicles for our current staffing levels. We are short-staffed right now, however, and when we would get up to staffing, it would be fairly tight. Also, in addition, with these 4 vehicles, we would be looking to rotate out, assuming that nothing breaks. In the meantime, we'd be looking to rotate out some of our higher mileage vehicles.
Okay. So in our earlier meeting, we had talked about some of the retrofitting and whatnot for these newer vehicles. This work will be done in-house, correct?
It'll be done by fleet. yes,
Okay,
Until
and
they
so-
tell us they can't do it anymore.
Yes, sir. And so, but that does save us quite a bit in cost so that we don't have to ship them out and then bring them back and forth, I would imagine.
Overall, in general, it does. Not only does our fleet do a better job than where we have been sending them, but we can keep them in-house. We don't have to take them to Utah to have it done.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Super.
Mr. Mayor.
Councilmember Cheatham.
Is there a timetable on delivery of these vehicles?
We would order them. I don't have a timetable yet. We're still working on getting our last 4 finished from last year, which would help bolster the fleet. So it does take some time. There's a lot of equipment that goes into these vehicles. Once we order the vehicles and they're delivered, we also have to order all the equipment to go in and then have it installed.
Follow up. This specifies 26 models. 27s are now hitting the car lots, and I'm sorry. I'm a year ahead. No, 26, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Okay. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we have a motion by Council President Lurick and a second by Councilmember Mangum. Aubriana, could you please call the roll?
Yes.
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 Yes. Yes.
Thank you. Agenda item 12, items from the audience. We have nobody signed up from the audience, so we will go ahead and move to agenda item 13, and we will adjourn this meeting. Thank you, council.